Hello everyone, good to see you all. We are Group 62 in Competition ETC 2022. Its name of group is Glassy from Vietnam Korea University. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ansai and our member is Tu Jin and Hoàng Nam. So do you know Google, right? And one of the most powerful voice assistants is Google Assistant. So let's talk about this. My presentation is divided into 8 parts. There, what is Google Assistant? Where will you find? How it works? How it can do? Get storage, turn on or off, developer support and integration. First one, we'll talk about the definition of Google Assistant. Google Assistant is a visual personal assistant developed by Google and announced at its development conference in May 2016. Google Assistant is an upgrade of Google Now. It can engage in two-way conversation. The second part, where you will find Google Assistant. Google Assistant initially debuted as part of Google Message app Allo for Android and iPhone. Its voice-activated speaker Google Home and initiated in Google Pixel XL smartphone. And then we will talk about how Google Assistant works. Usually people interact with Google Assistant through natural voice, but the keyboard input is also possible. It similarly works at Google Now. It also uses the previous input to provide better answer in future. To use the activate Google Assistant in Android device, we use the hot button OK Google or long press the home button. For Google Home and free smart speaker to say OK Google. In iPhone, you can download the Allo app and then you can use Google Assistant in iPhone. And the next one is what if Google Assistant can do. It's able to shut the internet, schedule event and alarm, adjust hardware setting on the user device, and show information about the user Google account. Google can also announce that the assistant will be unable to identify objects and gather visual information through the device camera and support purchasing products and sending money. You can also use Google Assistant to control more of the phone settings found in the notification shade, like to open Wi-Fi, touch, to control brightness, etc. So the next one, Tujin will present to you.
So let's talk about the Google Assistant in your phone. Language you can use. On Android phones, the Google Assistant is available in US English. Over time, it will become available in other English forms, German, French, Japanese, and Portuguese. On Pixel phone, the Google Assistant is available in English and German. Over time, it will become available in French, Japanese, and Portuguese. What you need to use the Google Assistant, you will need a phone with Android 6.0 or higher, Google App 6.3 or higher, Google Play Service 1.5 GB of memory and 720p covering resolution. Font language set to a language list mode, and the next one is how to turn on or turn off the Google Assistant. Android phone turn on. 1. Open the Google app. 2. At the top of the home screen, tap menu and then go to the settings. 3. Under Google Assistant, tap settings and then turn on. Turn off. 1. On your phone, talk and hold the home button. 2. At the top right, Tap more and then go to Setting to Phone. 3. Turn up Google Assistant.
Okay, the next one I will talk about the developer support for Google Assistant. In December 2017, Google launched a developer platform for the Google Assistant called Assistant on Google. In March 2017, Google added new tools for development on Assistant on Google to support the creation of games for the Google Assistant. In April 2017, a software development kit stands for SDK was released, allowing third-party developers to build their own hardware that can run the Google Assistant. It has been integrated into Raspberry Pi, CarPlus, Olive, and Rover smartphone appliances, including fridge, washers, and ovens. From companies including iRobot, LG, General Electric, and Telecom. And the last one, integration. Google Assistant can be integrated in many forms. You can make your own prototype that is with Google Assistant built-in, like robotic mock-jump mixer using Google Assistant library and Raspberry Pi in this system. You can also make your own assistant app using API AI and Assistant on Google, which you can interact via input Google Assistant. Okay, thanks everyone to listen our previous translation.